start off, let's just walk him. How long have you been out here working on? But
15 minutes.
okay. Want to see? I'm not seeing anything in him right now.
I didn't either. That's why I kind of kept going.
Okay. But now ask him to give you a little more energy for that walk. See, what they really want to see out of him is a little more energy.
Okay.
But think more about your legs than this here. Okay? Think more about when you start asking him to really move, that you start getting those legs in there a little bit right now. Get them in there. Ask him to just, good. And then feel that. Okay? And ask him to inside rein a little bit. He'll drop that nose and bring it back into you. See, if you're going to take hold, give him a place to come to. Good. And you see right there, he's on the vertical.
Okay.
And I honestly believe what they want to see out of him is more energy.
Okay.
Okay? That they want to see him using himself really well. Okay? Good. A little bit of left rein and then push a little bit. See, if you take hold of his mouth. What that means for most horses is whoa. Now, it doesn't matter if you take hold or he takes hold. The response is always the same.
Right.
You know, what they hear is, you said quit. You know, because most people are hand riders. Okay? Now, see how little it takes to ask him to go to the trot. Just good. Now, the thing that was really nice about that trot is that he brought his nose back into the inside. He's on the vertical right now. And he's holding the vertical pretty well. Good. Right there, though, you went to him and you lost a little contact with that left rein.
Okay.
Now, little bit. Now push him forward. Push him forward. Good. Little more, a little more. Good. Now, good. See, that was what that should be telling you is I did a little too much. And me and him's got to refine that. Come to your inside rein a little bit. And now push. All right, hold it. Yeah, a little bit. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, now. Good. All right, now without even thinking about it, just turn back to the right. Make your switch. Look, you got to think that that's possible. Come back to your right rein a little bit. All right, now. And move him forward, right there. Even if you got to give him a little bit, there. See, that move is what they want to see out of him. That he's actually using himself a little better. Good. Right there, nice on the vertical. All right, now transition down. A little bit of inside rein on him. Support from the outside, though. You see that? Now, but, good. And I honestly believe that what they're wanting to see out of you or out of him more, inside rein a little bit and ask him to come back with that nose to the vertical. Good, right there. Now release it a little bit. See, when you feel him bring that nose back to you, that's when you kind of want to give him a place so that he starts learning to look for that spot. Okay? Now, see how little it takes? Just go to a nice extended trot. Let's go. Good. Inside rein a little bit. Good. Push it. Nice. When you come around this time, let's go back to the left. Let's go. All right, now just roll back left. There you go. Push it a little bit because ask him to get that hind end up underneath him a little bit. Good. Good. Right there, you took a little contact, which slowed him down because your legs weren't quite there. Good. A little bit of inside rein. Good. All right. All right. Now just transition down to a little slower walk. Good. Now release him a little bit. You see? He's starting to get that idea. Now, if you spreading your hands out and do like this, he'll drop that.
Oh,
yeah. Now, and that's the other thing that they want to see is that you can work his head all the way down. Good. Now, see, they want to see energy in this horse. Dead serious about that they really want to see energy in him. Good. Take a break. Now, spread your hands and let's see how little it takes to ask him to. Good. Just wait. See, what you want him to do when you take hold, you want him to get quiet.
Okay.
And then that's when you release right there. You see, he finally got quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And now, let's go back to moving this hind end over. See how little. Remember to support with that right hand. See? And you see, a lot of times what you're doing, when you come around here and you straighten everything out and then you just switch back, with the contact that you've got with that horse, you go from left rein to right rein.
Okay.
Okay? Then you're going to the right, then you come back around and you straighten out, and then you go to left rein.
Okay.
All right, and that sets him up to pretty well stay on the vertical most of the time. Now, I want you to see how little it takes. There you go. All right, now what I want to see you do, okay, and it looks like these fat rolls back here are starting to slim off a little bit.
That's what my mom and I were thinking.
Okay, now, I want you to ask him to step over sideways over here. Think about your left leg. Good. Now, right there. See, and practicing that kind of move. Now, bring his front end over here. Now, the other thing that they really want to see you do when you start doing a diagonal, okay, what they want is for your sideways and your forward movement to be going ahead. You understand what I'm saying? With energy.
You mean like when I do the leg yields that they want more?
Yeah. When you're doing the diagonal across the arena, all right, well, what they're wanting to see out of you is that this foot's coming over and the stride's going ahead with bigger and more energy to it.
The clinician that I rode with said you want to think about it as a crescendo, that it gets louder as you go, not slower. Because she said I was riding it too.
Yeah, you're riding it a little too.
In.
Yeah, a little too collected and not.
Enough thrust.
Yeah, and that's what, getting that horse to, when you ask him to do it, to go across. But what that has to do with right now.
Support with that leg.
You've heard me say about everything got a job. Left reine's got a job, right reine's got a job. At times, the left reine's a direct rein, the right reine's your support rein. And then when you switch over, the right rein becomes your direct rein and the left rein becomes your support rein. It's the same thing with your leg.
Okay.
All right, so if you're doing a crescendo over here, well, then this leg's closing him up and asking him to go sideways.
And this one,
that one's moving him.
Yep.
Okay? Because there always has to be power coming from somewhere. And so you create direction, and it's just like the greatest majority of people, what I do is if I want to go to that wall, the greatest majority of people ride on the horse's nose.
Okay.
So what they do is they say, oh, I want to get over here along the rail. So they pull his head and come over here. Where if it was me, I'd say, here, let's go. I would be going ahead and over. Yeah. Okay. And so what I'd like to see you doing right now is practicing just at the walk. Go ahead and over, but go to the wall. A little bit. A little more. You see how there you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. See, he's kind of looking back this way a little bit. Okay. Now, turn around. Go back over here to this other. All the way. Go, 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 go. You see that? Yeah. You see, he was you could tell by the way he was moving his body that he was putting a lot more energy into going ahead. Now, all right, go ahead. Go over. Don't overbend him. Yes, close that leg and this. You see that? Good. Then when you get there, you straighten out and come back between the bridle reins. Okay? Now, right here, use some energy to go over. Don't quite bend him as hard. Good. See, right then his nose was a little too far to the inside. Okay? So what you needed was to be a little less on that right rein, a little more leg and go over. You see that? Go ahead, go ahead. Now, release him a little bit and pet him. Good. All right, now. What in the world got him then? Huh? Okay, go close up, get his nose back right, and go over. And you're overbending him a little bit because you're trying to make a turn instead of going in the diagonal. Now, just put this leg and go ahead. Go ahead. With some energy. There you go. A little bit. Use that right leg a little more. He'll give you more energy. Okay, release him a little bit. Okay, now, what I'm going to have you do without using your rein, close your left leg up and ask him to go over to the wall. All right, you're holding back on him a little too far. See, now, push him forward. Good. Right there, push him forward. See, if he drops that head too far down, my legs are going to go to work. Good. Lot nicer. Now, right there, push through it. All right, now just close your right leg and step back this way. We're going to diagonal over. Come on this way. Okay, now come back. Now go the other way. See, I'm trying to get you to make those switches a lot quicker.
Yeah, I'm too slow.
Now, close up, go over to the rail. There you go. Close this leg. All right, use that right leg to push him forward a little bit. You see how that right leg gave you a little more energy just then? Now, all right, now go back. Go back to your right. Don't try and do it with your weight in your seat. Good. All right, from right here, just close that left leg and go over to the wall. Don't worry so much about frame up. Just, there you go. Now, come off. Now go back. Come on, close this and go back the other way. See, you're going a little too far. Okay? What you ought to do...
It's like more of a drunken sailor line.
Yeah!
Then 2 steps out.
Let me tell you. Just right there, step over. All right, now come back this way. Now go the other way. Now come back. Now go back. Don't try and do it with... Now, but what I want you to get out of... What's he looking at now? Huh? Oh, okay, well... Look, what I want you to get out of is this. I don't think you even realize it. Yeah. See, when you start, all right, now come back off of it. Now go back. Now, that's why dirt roads are so good. Because you got 2 tracks. Okay. And you can go from one side to the other. All right, now, step him off. Now step back. Okay, now step off. Now step back. See, and when you get to where you can start stepping him off, because you can get this, to where you can start stepping him off, and he'll pick up, and in the middle, switch back. You know. But it's all a matter of depending more on your legs. You know, right now, just step him over this way. Just close this leg. Don't. You know, don't think about your hands as much. Mm-hmm. See, most of the time when I tell you to do something, your first response is, I got to move my hands. Yeah. Okay? Instead of saying, step him over here, just close that leg. See, give him the opportunity to work on less, not on more.
That way it'll just get faster and quicker.
Faster and faster and faster.
And lighter.
Yeah. And that's, the fact that she recognized how light he was and how responsive he was to when you were asking how soft he was. See, they're not used to seeing that whole lot.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
No, because some of the other people that were in there were just, the one man, she said, you are holding that horse in that position, not teaching it how to be light.
And see, that's why learning to let him come to that release
is so important.
So important, because then he figures out, I'll just try and stay here. Yeah. But you learning to practice to move the horse without using your hands. Just ask him to step over here. Now, if you close that left leg, just ask him to step over here. Now, but the other thing is what you got to watch out for is a lot of times you get in trying to make it happen by shifting your weight directly into the hip in the direction that you're going. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You're thinking like what I saw down there, I want to move him over here. So you're shifting your weight to that side. Okay, so I want you to think about this. Would it be easier to step over without half of your weight over here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why learning to stay in the center becomes so important. Okay, because when you learn to stay in the center and offer your legs before you ever offer anything else, see, and learn to use your hands as a backup.
Okay.
I'm going to use my hands as a backup. Now, let's see what happens if you just spread your hands, turn loose. See, that's what made him softer.
And the bending stuff, too.
Right. Yeah, the bending. And, that little thing I showed you about how to adjust those reins. Yeah. Well, I guess what somebody asked me yesterday. And that girl that I'm working with, she was a reining horse rider. She rode reining horses.
Okay.
Yesterday, after I started showing her some stuff on this mule, she says, why didn't anybody else show me that?
Because you only know what you've been shown.
Right. And so getting out here and practice and playing, make it fun, so that you can discover what's possible.
Yeah. With the littlest effort.
With the littlest effort. Absolutely. Now, let's go ahead, and what I want you to do is ride down to that corner.
I'm going to cut there's a horse out there, so I'm going to cut it off a little bit.
Okay.
I'll get close.
There's a horse out there for what?
In the pasture.
Well, there's a gate over there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, that horse ain't coming through that.
No.
Look, you're not going to ride in a perfect world.
I know.
Okay? So don't try and train in a perfect world.
I know. I'm doing
that. And he absolutely gives you the opportunity. That horse, you got to be saying to yourself, that's an opportunity.
Sure.
Well, it's an opportunity for what? To teach him to stay focused on you. Okay? Of course, ain't none of your business. You've already seen him. You don't need to look at him again.
Right.
Now, but what I want you to do is go down there and come into this corner. And then I want to see you go over to this wall with some energy, real.
So you want to see, like, coming out of the corner, you want to see the medium size.
Start doing a diagonal all the way over.
In the walk or the trot?
At a trot. I really want to see him using himself. Good. Good. Little bit. Ask him to move it a little bit. There you go. Good. All right, go ahead. There you go. Look at that. Now, that was more energy, but I want a diagonal with that kind of energy. Okay?
What do you mean by diagonal?
I want a side pass over.
Oh, okay.
Well, the diagonal, yeah, but to you, the diagonal is a line going across here, and what I wanted to see him doing was the leg yield all the way over. Now, good, go ahead. Go ahead. You got him tipped a little bit too far. Okay, turn around, come down this rail. I want you to do go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Move him ahead and over. Good. Get him. Yeah, but you got to. I want you to go all the way over. Go ahead and come down here. I want you to end up in this corner down here. Good. Move it, move it, move it, move it. Look at there. A little better. Now come on. All right, now end up over here to your right. Good. Go, go, forward, forward.